Welcome to PYP Masterpieces with Toddle AI. My name is Cindy Blackburn, and I've been a PYP educator and coordinator for the last decade. I absolutely adore working with educators just like you to level up your practice in the PYP, and tools like Toddle AI can do exactly that. Throughout this series, I'll be working from the same Grade 5 Innovation and Sustainability unit, and I'll be planning it from start to finish using Toddle AI. In this third video of the series, we're in the thinking phase of the inquiry. So we collected information about students' prior knowledge and questions, and now they're starting to conduct research and projects to dive in a bit deeper. For this video, we're going to be talking about project-based learning. And to kick things off, I had the opportunity to sit down with Bob Lenz, the CEO of PBLWorks, to find out what exactly makes a great project-based learning experience.
Authenticity and the relevancy. Student voice and choice is a big part of project-based learning, and opportunity for reflection. Project-based learning is about helping students figure out what they know and through assessment, like mastery of knowledge and skills. What they can do, what they can apply and demonstrate their understanding. And finally, what we hold is you have to have reflection early and often. So students are doing the metacognition to think about what they're learning and how they're going to apply that.
Makes sense. So kind of for you, the key elements then are having clear goals, clear success criteria, a sustained inquiry over time that's truly authentic and leads to some kind of a community project. And has that sense of student voice, agency, and reflection wrapped up in it. Would that summarize kind of the definition for you of project-based?
And it's public. There's some aspect of it being public. It might not be a community project, but it could be they do a podcast or create a public service announcement or all kinds of different products that have an audience beyond the classroom.
Now that we have our checklist for what makes a great project-based learning experience, we'll use Toddle AI to create one. And here we go, I'm going to create a new learning experience. And as you can see here, I've got Toddle AI on the right-hand side. This is where I'm going to interact with Toddle AI. And then on the left-hand side, this is my actual learning experience. This is what I can share with students or save for myself. It'll be kind of the record of the interaction. So as you can see on the right-hand side here, we have lots of prompts for you to choose from. So these have been created by our team, and they're designed to connect to the unit that you're working from. And they've got all of the language of the PYP embedded within them. So you're coming off the bat, it's like you're working alongside an expert PYP coordinator who's helping you plan this lesson. So I'm going to go here into Drive Inquiry into the unit. And I'm going to go ahead and select Design a Project-Based Learning Experience. That's one of our options, and Generate. Now, what I love is I have the option to add my learning intentions for the experience. So for this learning experience, I want to focus on my lines of inquiry. So I'll begin with those properties of materials, those physical and mechanical properties. I also want students to demonstrate an understanding of the design cycle. The third line of inquiry dives into researching of their product and how it's changed over time. And finally, I really want this unit to focus on sustainability. So I'll add that in as one of my lines of inquiry. So as you can see, we've got the learning experiences generating here. So let's go back to our checklist of what makes a great project-based learning experience. The first thing we said is that there are clear learning intentions. And as you can see, it's taken my kind of rough impact and turned them into 4 strong learning intentions for students. The next thing we've said is that we want it to be a sustained inquiry over time that leaves space for student voice and choice, as well as reflection. So let's go through this learning experience and see what it's done. So in this project, students are going to become innovators, and they're going to be designing a product. They'll use the design cycle to show how their product has changed over time and to design a sustainable product that meets this consumer need. Awesome. It's also broken this down. It's given us a key question for the students to explore and key activities. So things including the material investigation, that's where that physical and mechanical properties of materials, the historical analysis, the design cycle journey, and then step 4 is the sustainability and evaluation. What's cool about this is there's lots of learning experiences embedded in here. I can ask the chat to elaborate on any of these, or I can create more learning experiences to kind of dive deeper into these ideas. What I love about this learning experience is nowhere does it give students a must, right? You must explore tennis shoes or toothbrushes. It's all really conceptual. So there's lots of room for student voice and choice in this unit. And it includes a reflection, a material properties journal that students will work from. Awesome. So for me, this is ticking the box. I see how the inquiry is going to be sustained over time through those 4 learning intentions. I see that there's voice and choice, and there's space for reflection. The final piece that we talked about for a strong project-based learning experience is that there is a launch, there's a product share, and you can see that's baked right in here too, the public product. And it gives me 3 options for how I might do that in my classroom. So let's say I love this learning experience. I can simply click Add to Learning Experience, and all of this information comes into my planner. From here, I can make as many changes as I want. So let's say I love 90% of this learning experience and I hate 10% of it. I can just come in and make those changes. And just like that, we have an entire project-based learning experience ready to use in our classrooms. My hope is to make more videos like these to help you level up your practice with Toddle AI. So if you have suggestions of topics or things you'd like me to make, feel free to email me at cindy@toddleup.com. See you soon, and happy inquiring.